Hey guys, Nathanias here with something interesting that I wanted to just share with you. I was informed about this by a post on StarCraft Reddit. That's right, sometimes there are useful things posted there. And this I feel is a pretty big deal. I know I'm a Terran player and most people that tune into my stream and my content also like Terran. But I figured if you guys play Protoss or if you've ever, played Protoss, I feel like this is really important. So I just wanted to make a little video about it. Basically, I actually didn't know this, and a lot of people were telling me that, Nate, this is actually common knowledge, but I've never heard anybody discuss this. I've never seen it brought up, especially considering that the metagame of Protoss versus Protoss has a lot of adepts in it. I felt that this was something that was worth pointing out and that was really cool, because in a lot of games where you're playing a PvP, sometimes an aggressive adept opening can prevent your ability to deal with certain attacks that your opponent might throw at you. Case in point being some sort of 2-gate adept opening, and maybe you open with 1 adept because you're going for a gateway expand. For whatever reason that you get yourself into this scenario, this seems like a cool thing to know. So obviously, everybody knows that the adept shade goes through units and buildings and walls. For example, obviously it can phase through units. We all know this, right? This is like super standard and normal. But what if I told you that apparently one way to deal with this, assume your opponent is going to throw their shades to attack you, and assume that you have, say, an observer here, and you can see their army. One of the things you can do when your opponent has more adepts than you is you could actually block your ramp with adept shades. See, if you don't have that many adepts, you can at least buy yourself a little bit of time. Now, obviously this isn't going to be the perfect solution, because if they have this many more adepts than you, they should still be able to just wreck you. But I thought this was a really cool thing. I actually did not know that you could block adept shades with adept shades. And I just think that that's super cool. If I was going to try to give you a real use case in a game for where this might be applicable, I would say in a PvP where you have a ramp like this, most of the time on like some maps you would have a setup where you're kind of blocking this, right? You're just blocking this. And, let's say that you have a unit that is actually kind of decent at holding off adepts, but your opponent is just going to shade past them. You could theoretically have just 1 adept defensively, and you could actually buy yourself some time with this and force them to fight at your pylons. Wait, can you counter this by... Oh my goodness. Maybe it's possible that you could actually... Maybe I need to have more than 1 adept to block that? No, come back. Come back. Alright. Maybe 2 adepts is the answer. Learning, guys. That's why we do it. Knowledge is power. But yeah, you could use this to defend your ramp. So now you can't go through the stalker. And then if you still have the stalker there, naturally you don't want your adepts to shade into your own stalker, because they'll push it out of the way. But I thought this was a super cool thing. If you guys like tips like this, even though I'm a Terran player and I know a lot of people expect me to make only Terran content, I just think it's cool. So the real usage case here is that you imagine you have a few photon cannons and your opponent's just going to shade past them and kill you, right? And you could use this as an effective counter, because if they want to teleport here to kill your stalker, they have to eat the cannon shots, So that, I think, is a really cool thing. If you guys enjoyed this, please leave a comment in the section below. Let me know what you guys think. And if you can think of any usage case scenarios for this to make it better or more viable to use the depth shades defensively. This has been a Nathanias top Protoss tip tutorial. See you next time.